Hello everyone. Welcome back to ProMind classes. Hope that you all are doing well. As we are continuing with our NCRT series, we are discussing Class 10th NCRT Geography. And today we are going to discuss chapter number 1, Resources and Development. Topics in this chapter are the following: resources, classification of resources, development of resources, resource planning, land resources in India, land use pattern in India, land degradation and conservation measures, soil as resource, and classification of soil. Resources. Everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided it is technologically accessible, economically flexible, and culturally acceptable, can be termed as resource. Classification of resource on the basis of origin. It is classified into two groups: biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources. These resources are obtained from biosphere and have life, such as human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock, etc. Abiotic resources. All those things which are composed of non living things are called abiotic resources. For example, rocks and metals. On the basis of exhaustibility, the resources are divided in two groups: renewable resources and non renewable resources. Renewable resources, the resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical, or mechanical process, are known as renewable resources. For example, solar and wind energy, water, forest and wildlife, etc. Non renewable resources. The resources, once consumed, cannot be replaced, are known as non renewable resources. These resources take millions of years in their formation, for example, oil, coal, etc. On the basis of ownership, first is individual resources. The resources owned privately by individuals are called individual resources. For example, plot, house, etc. are owned by a person. Community owned resources. The resources which are accessible to all the members of community. For example, public parks, picnic spots owned by a community. National resources. The resources which comes under nation are known as national resources. Technically, all the resources belongs to the nation. International resources. The resources lying beyond 200 kilometers of exclusive economy zone in the ocean are called international resources. No one can use these resources without the permission of international institutions. On the basis of status of development. potential resources, development resources, stock, and reserves. Potential resources. Resources which are found in a region but have been utilized. For example, the regions of Rajasthan and Gujarat have enormous potential for the development of wind and solar energy. Developed resources. Resources which are surveyed and their quality and quantity have been determined for utilization. Stock. The resource that have been surveyed but cannot be used due to lack of technology. For example, water is compound of two inflammable gases, hydrogen and oxygen, which can be used as a rich source of energy, but we don't have technically known how to use them. Reserves. The resources that have been surveyed and we can use them with present technology, but their use has not been started, are known as reserves. For example, the water in the dams, forest, etc. Development of resource. Resources are the vital for human survival. It was believed that resources are free gift of nature, so human beings use them indiscriminately, and this had led to the following major problems. Depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of few individuals. Accumulation of resources in few hands which divides the society into rich and poor. Indiscriminate exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crises such as global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution, and land degradation. For a sustained quality of life and global peace, an equitable distribution of resources has become essential. For using resources judicially, we need to adopt sustainable economy development. Sustainable economy development means development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in present should not compromise with the needs of future generation. Resource planning. Resource planning is a complex progress which involves first identification and inventory of resources across the region of country. These involves surveying, mapping, qualitative and quantitative estimation and measurement of resource. Evolving a planning structure endowed with appropriate technology, skill, and institutional setup for implementing resources development plans. Matching the resource development plans with overall national and development plans. Land resources. Land is natural resource of utmost importance. It supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, economy activities, transport, and communication system. Land is present in limited size, so we must use them effectively. Land resources in India. About 43% of land area is plain, which provides facilities for agriculture and industry. About 30% of total surface area of the country are mountains, which ensure perennial flow of some rivers and provide facilities for tourism and ecological aspect. About 27% of area of country is a plateau region that possesses rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuels and forest. Land use pattern in India. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, climate, and soil types. Human factors such as population density, technological capability, and cultural and traditions, etc. Land use data, however, is available only for 93% of total geographical area because the land use reporting for most of the northeast state except Assam has not been done fully. Also, some area of Jammu and Kashmir occupied by Pakistan and China have also not been surveyed. Land degradation and conservative measures. Human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, mining, and quarrying contribute in land degradation. Measures to control land degradations are afforestation, planting of shelter belts of plant, controlling and overgazing, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes, proper management of wasteland, control of mining activities. Soil as a resource. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. It is the medium of plant growth and supports different types of living organism on the earth. Classification of soils. On the basis of factors responsible for soil formation, color, thickness, texture, age, chemical and physical properties, the soil of India can be classified in different types. Alluvial soils. Entire northern plains are made up of alluvial soil. Also, found in eastern coastal plains, particularly in the deltas of Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna, and the Kaveri rivers. Fertile soil, therefore, fit for agriculture purpose. Region of alluvial soil are intensively cultivated and densely populated. Rich in potash, phosphoric acid, and lime, which are ideal for growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat, and other cereal and pulse crops. Black soil. Black in color and are also known as regular soils. Ideal for growing cotton and is also known as black cotton soil. Found in the plateau of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, also along the Godavari and Krishna valleys. Made up of extremely fine, that is, clay material. Well known for their capacity to hold moisture. Rich in calcium, carbonate, magnesium, potash, and lime. Red and yellow soil. Found in the areas of low rainfall in the eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. Also found in parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, southern parts of Middle Ganga Plain and along the Piedmont zone of Western Ghats. Develop a reddish color due to diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. Laterite soil develops in the area with high temperature and heavy rainfall. Found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and the hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. Suitable for cultivation and advocate doses of manures and fertilizers. Low humus content because decomposers like bacteria get destroyed due to high temperature. Arid soil found in western part of Rajasthan. After proper irrigation, these soils becomes cultivable. Lack of humus and moistures because dry climate, high temperature makes evaporation faster. Salt content is very high and common salt is obtained by evaporating the water. Forest soils found in the hilly and mountainous areas where sufficient rainforests are available. Feature differs based on location. Loamy and silty in valley sides and coarse grained in upper slopes. Silt in lower parts of valley, particularly on the river terrace and alluvial fans are fertile. Soil erosion and soil conservation. Natural ways of soil erosion, wind, glaciers and water leads to soil erosion. Human activities, deforestation, overgazing, construction and mining etc. contributes in soil erosion. Measures to control soil erosion, strip cropping, planting shelter belts in the hilly areas using counterploughing and terrace farming. So, here we have completed the entire discussion about the chapter. Hope that all your concept regarding this chapter is cleared. Hope that you like this video and to share this video. And thanks a lot for subscribing our channel. If you are new here, then please do subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. So every time we upload a new video, you get notified. Thanks a lot for your precious time. Have a nice day. Stay tuned with ProMind.